and Nerd for Spirit Week.
Your lunch options for today are nachos with meat and cheese or loaded baked potatoes.
Your sides are refried beans, broccoli mixed vegetables, or veggie tray.
And
And today's news, Sesame Street adds a new character now to NBC with the story.
Of America's addiction crisis.
My mom was away for a while because she had a grown-up problem.
It's part of Sesame Street in Communities, supplemental online content that's free to providers, parents, and caregivers, designed just for kids who are often the unseen victims of addiction.
I love my mom so much, and she couldn't take good care of me because she was having such a tough time.
For some videos, Carly is joined by favorites like Elmo or Abby. For others, 10-year-old Celia Woodbury,
When I was this age, you had to leave.
whose own parents battled opioid addiction and are now in recovery.
What do you want to tell kids who are going through similar things?
I want them to know that we're not alone. We'll all feel like our big feelings inside. We're strong and we can all work together.
Even at 10,
I like
Celia
that feelings
relates to
well.
Carly. For families like hers, it's a way to open up dialogue.
It kind of takes away the stigma and the judgment and encourages people to be open-minded, and it's a huge crisis.
A crisis Sesame Street just couldn't ignore. Impacting the smallest among us, who now have a new friend to turn to for help. Kristen Dahlgren, NBC News, New York.
in other news, the NBA has had its games blocked on China television due to the controversy over a tweet by the Houston Rockets manager. Now here's the story.
We are not apologizing for Daryl exercising his freedom of expression. I regret, again, having communicated directly with many friends in China, that so many people are upset, including millions and millions of our fans. What I've said in that statement is the long-held values of the NBA are to support freedom of expression, and certainly freedom of expression by members of the NBA community. And in this case, Daryl Morey, as the general manager of the Houston Rockets, enjoys that right as one of our employees.
NBA 陪我们走过了这么多年，我听到的时候，我觉得他很优质。听说的话，我们中国市场对 NBA 来说是非常重要的。
在中国，我感觉香港早都是中国的一部分了。说的那个话，反正还好。
Finally, an Ohio family received a surprise to a goat sleeping in the bathroom. The goat came from a nearby farm, which then broke into the family's house. Now to scene and with the video. apologize. It was Ohio.
Now to Diana at the sports and weather.
Today will be a high of 70 degrees with a low of 34 degrees. This weekend will be a cold weekend. Stay cozy. Last night, 7th graders football beat Fall Creek Valley. 8th graders football played and won awesome. They are at MIC Conference Championships. Girls basketball will have an open gym and conditioning next Tuesday and Thursday. Students must have a physical on file in the athletic office. This will also be in the schedule after fall break. Boys basketball tries begin on Tuesday. Now back to our anchors.
Thank you, Diana.
Our annual sport week concludes today. If you forget to bring your money for a shirt, you could buy one in C110 this morning. Miss Trotter will give you a pass to class, and shorts that are short sleeves are $13, and long sleeve shorts are sold out.
You can also order a yearbook or start a payment plan at any time this semester. To start a payment plan, just bring any amount of money to Miss Trotter in C110, and then you can make payments throughout the year to pay it off. Remember, this will be the last day you'll be able to buy any shirts.
The Chick-fil-A company would like to apologize to D-Lunch students who did not get a sandwich yesterday because C-Lunch purchased so many sandwiches that they could not replace them before the end of the D-Lunch.
Kona Ice is today. The cost is $2, $3, or $4 for any of the 3 sizes. The quote of the day is from Tony Morgan saying, "You get to decide where your time goes. You can either spend it moving forward or you can spend it putting out fires. And you decide. If you don't decide, others would decide for you."
Today's random fact is that humans share 50% of the same DNA with bananas.
Today's celebrity birthday is Cardi B, who's a pop singer and a rapper.
Here's today's joke of the day. What do you call a duck that gets all A's?
I don't know, Taj. What?
A wise quacker.
Now to Mr. Harsh will finish off the morning announcements. Have a great day, Bruins.
And have a great
Good
weekend.
Good morning, Bruins. Couple quick announcements here. First and foremost, we are going to start off today talking about tardies to class. I want you to know that we have had some administrators and also some who are serving in some pseudo-administrative roles, really working hard to track tardies across our building. I've shared with you guys earlier this year how important it is that we get to class on time. I know we have a lot of passing periods throughout the day here at the middle school and a lot of opportunities for kids to be tardy, but also a lot of opportunities for kids to make good choices and get to class on time. So we are making a few adjustments to our first 9 weeks tardy policy. I am going to share this with our teachers. Actually, I think it's been shared with teachers. If not, it's coming out to you today, and it will also be in my newsletter Monday, and then this also will go home to parents on my Sunday night call so that everybody is aware. The biggest changes, guys, we're going to give you a few warnings. We know that sometimes things happen. You have to use the restroom. You have to go to your locker. You get caught up talking to a teacher or whatever might happen. So we give you quite a few tardies before we really start giving out consequences. We're going to give you some warnings. We're going to call home. We're going to do some of those things. But understand, we are going to get to a point now where we're going to be talking about what we're going to call a no-go list. And basically what that means is we have a lot of privileges that we give students here at Belzer Middle School, such as attending after-school events in the evenings, going to things like school dances. For example, today, taking part in the Kona Ice sales in the cafeteria. And what we're going to do is we're going to start taking some of those privileges away from students that can't seem to get to class on time. So that's going to be our no-go list. There might even be some cases where we've noticed students tend to get to basketball class on time every single day, but they're having trouble getting to English and math and science and social studies. So there might even be some cases where students will be missing some of their elective classes until they can show us that they can be trusted to attend all 7 of their classes. So I just wanted to make sure students know and teachers know we are on top of these tardies. We are going to continue to assign consequences. But I also want to turn the page and make sure that we recognize students who are making great choices. Our goal for students this year at Belzer is that they are at school no less than 96% of the school days. And I want you to know that during our first 9 weeks, we had 466 kids that go to this school that did not miss one single day. Not for a doctor's appointment, not because they were sick, not because of anything. They literally attended every single day of the first 9 weeks, and we really appreciate those 466 students for setting the bar high for the rest of us. We also, folks, had 184 students that had 0 tardies. Now, I'll let you figure out the math, okay? We have 7 with college prep. We actually have 8 class periods throughout the day, including lunch. So we have a lot of transition times 9 weeks of school times 5 days a week, roughly 45. A lot of classes, a lot of transitions, and we again had 184 students that not one single time were they late to class. I also want you to know that in those 2 stacks of students, there were 92 students who were on both lists. They were at school every single day, and they did not have one single tardy. And guys, that is exceptional. So I want those students to know that today I got your name on a list, and I'm going to be looking for you at lunch, and I'm going to have a little token for you, and you are going to get a free Kona Ice snow cone today in the cafeteria. So remember, those will be available for all students to purchase, but those folks that showed exceptional choice making, coming to school every day, not having any tardies, you're going to get a special recognition today, and you will get your Kona Ice for free. So check in with me. I would expect you to have your ID with you so I can make sure you are the student you say you are on the list. We'll check you off, and we'll give you a Kona Ice token. So congratulations to all those students. Lastly, we're going to run out of time. I need my 4 Positivity Pass winners. Teachers, the pot was a little bit light this week, so please make sure you're continuing to reward students with these Positivity Passes. From 7th grade, we have Jaden Davis, recognized by Miss Feister, and Ezekiel Kirby, recognized by Miss Miller. Please, Jaden Davis and Ezekiel Kirby, meet me in the cafeteria. And then in 8th grade, we have Amaya Wright, recognized by Miss Kleber, and Bryson Luter, recognized by Mr. Alexander. So again, Bryson, Amaya, Ezekiel, and Jaden, meet me right now in the cafeteria for your prizes. Thank you to all the students who are making great choices about getting to class on time and being at school every day. Let's make it a great Friday.